So I created a skill that helps me with the planning of my week. It looks at all the appointments that I have in my calendar and it plans everything around it based on my preferences. So how I've created it is in Cloud, you can set it up by connecting your Google Calendar. You can only connect one. So I've connected my main calendar, and my main calendar or my main Google account has other calendars linked to it. And what it does, it has access to all your calendars. What I've done is from all the calendars that I have inside my Google account, I'm only using 5. And what it does is these 5, it looks at those, but it actually looks at 4 of those. And what happens is it plans in a separate planning calendar. This way I can easily toggle it on and off in my Google Calendar. So what I've done is these 5 calendars, it will look at that and it will present to me everything that is planned. If there are any conflicts, it will tell me and I will need to share what I'm going to do. Why are the conflicts there? And it asks me some questions like, what are your priorities this week? For example, what are you working on business-wise? What are you working on personal-wise? Do you have any other things that are not in your calendar that are planned or that need to happen this week? And like all this extra context that the AI or my calendar doesn't know about, I can share right now. What happens is with this skill that I've created, I've set it up to my own liking. For example, when I make a plan, I always want breaks before and after. I don't want to plan back-to-back meetings. In practice, I might do a back-to-back meeting, but the planning is a suggestion. It's for me a simple, quick overview to see what I should be doing in that specific section of the day. Yeah, there are definitely other examples that I can also share, but the point being here is you can customize the skill to your own liking. I have some specific planning rules that I really like the white space that I shared, not just for meetings, but also for like sporting events. And also I have some specific color codes. Those are just my own preferences or working styles, and you can adjust it to however you like. What I want to share is the core, and that is have this skill interview you to get the most context as possible and have it also use the connection to Google Calendar or potentially another calendar if you're using it to gather even more context about you. And then with those two combined, it has a more complete image of you and it can help you better with planning your week. Not just at the beginning, but also halfway. You could like recalculate your week and see how it goes. Like there's multiple type of skills you can make. So the big lesson here is just to get the context to the AI. And how do you do that? First of all, you could do that with the connection, in this case with Google Calendar. But the second one, and that is I think the most important here, that is getting the context outside your head into the AI. And that's something you can do with the interview. Those two combined, you put it to a skill just to say, plan my week. It triggers a skill and you don't have to think or instruct any other things. You could just flow, do your thing, and the AI would handle the rest. And this is actually where the magic happens. So the only thing you should do is focus on getting that context to the AI, and that in combination with a skill will create something awesome. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.